And now, Signature Dish, a WETA original series.
Today on Signature Dish, we're celebrating the cuisine of West Africa.
You have to make sure you scoop it, not dip it. Otherwise, you don't get any sauce.
Oh, I'll get all this good sauce. After digging into a delicious and surprisingly healthy stew, we'll enjoy some chicken smothered in seasoning.
When you want to cook a yassa, you're going to need a lot of ingredients.
It's going to be a lot of really bold flavors before getting our hands messy with a dish that's simply one of a kind.
The ebe is just a unique dish. In Gambia, we have an abundance of seafood.
Oh, that is a thing of beauty. Wow. I'm Seth Tillman, WETA producer and DC native, and I love good food. That's why I'm traveling to restaurants across the DMV. At each stop, looking for the one thing you just gotta try. That signature dish. I'm first off to the corner of 9th and U Streets Northwest to begin my journey through the unique flavors, colors, and textures of West African cuisine.
I'm from Ghana, West Africa, and came to Washington about 23 years ago. I worked in a restaurant when I first came to Washington. I realized there was a lot of demand for Ghanaian cuisine, which wasn't properly offered. So when the opportunity opened up here on 9th Street, I took it up and I started cooking Ghanaian dishes here. Obviously, the Ethiopians have dominated the market in Washington, D.C. So that has, actually given the perception that African food is only Ethiopian. I do like Ethiopian food. Establishing Apio is also a way of introducing the West African cuisine so people can also realize that we have Ghanaian, Nigerian, Sierra Leone also available. Apio is the short name for akpeteshi. Akpeteshi is like the national drink of Ghana. So in Ghana, usually people get over their 9 to 5 by going to the bars, drinking Apio, palm wine, and getting good food. So Apio is representing that culture here in Washington, D.C.
I'm meeting Prince today to learn about egusi, a stew popular across West Africa that is thickened with an unexpected ingredient. Prince.
Hi, Seth.
Hey, nice to meet you.
Pleasure.
Thank you so much for having me.
Welcome to Apio.
Well, thank you. And I see some hot peppers. That's always exciting. And some green veggies. I don't see enough of those on this show. But I'm looking right in the middle here, and I see a big old plate of seeds. What am I looking at?
These are the melon seeds. We call them egusi, which we're going to use in our signature dish today.
So would normally not think of seeds as kind of being a key ingredient in a dish. What kind of flavor do these bring?
So these melon seeds are very nutritious. It has a lot of protein and also some good fat. It has a little bitterness to it, and that is why we're going to use the spices to kind of bring some flavor out of it.
So it's a melon seed stew.
Right.
So how do these actually get cooked into the dish?
So Seth, before you got here, we had started preparing the base for this egusi. We blend the habanero peppers, onions, ginger, garlic, and fresh tomatoes, and then we stew it in the palm oil for a while. And we take the melon seeds, we blend them with water, with a little salt, to create a paste that goes in the sauce. And then when it's cooked, we set it aside, and then we saute the spinach as well. So follow me out there, and I'll show you how this is done.
Okay. Oh, all right. So this is the paste you were talking about?
Yes.
Okay, so all the stuff on top, that's all the ground up melon seeds?
Yes. So the first thing is I'm going to turn on the heat. Yep.
All
It's
right.
nice and hot. Then I'm going to put in the palm oil. Then I'm going to put in some garlic, a little ginger, some onions in here.
I love the color the palm oil immediately
Yep.
gives the dish.
Then put some green peppers and some red peppers. Okay, then we stir it up. ours, we add on our secret spice. There's one very special ingredient that usually goes in here. The English name is xylopia, and it's very special. So at this point, we can add in our spinach. Let it cook. So at this point, we can put in the egusi.
All right, so you're gonna mix the melon seed paste into the dish.
Right. With this quantity of spinach, we might need about 3 scoops.
This is a complicated process. A lot of different steps involved.
Yes. So for a lot of people, this will be the end of it. This will be the egusi vegetarian dish.
That's your doing, right? Because if we were back in Ghana, a lot of times there would be meat in this dish from the get-go, right?
From the beginning, from the start.
Okay.
So I'm gonna scoop out the vegetarian part
All right.
for myself. I'll leave this here. And then now, we can scoop some goat in there.
It doesn't just have to be goat, right? If I wanted
No.
to get this with...
Any kind of meat you want. A lot of people prefer fish, chicken, beef, but my favorite is goat.
And why do you like goat so much?
Goat is a lean meat and it has a lot of flavor. So I like flavorful meat and lean meat.
Well, that's a good combination.
Okay, from here we're gonna plate it on the table and we're gonna try it out with some fufu.
Well, I cannot wait to try it. Thanks, Chef.
You're welcome.
As I head back to the table, Prince shapes the fufu, a starchy dough made from boiled plantains that we'll use to scoop our egusi.
Thank you for coming to Apio today. In front of you is a calabash with akpeteshin, the Apio, which starts the party.
Let's start the party. Cheers to that. Woo. I'm ready for the party to begin, Chef.
So it's a tradition, water is provided. Wash our hands.
And Chef, how am I even, I don't have a knife and fork, how am I even gonna begin to attack this thing?
Well, with your fingers, washed fingers, you're gonna have to dig into the fufu. You just watch like this.
A little pinch. All right. Mix it around. Oh, it's nice and
Yeah, so
nice
you-
and
you almost-
elastic.
You're almost like you're making a hole
Okay.
to pick up the egusi. You have to make sure you're scooping, not dipping. Otherwise, you'll not get any sauce.
Oh, I'll get all this good sauce.
You need a sauce.
All right, here we go. Oh, that is terrific, Chef. Any bitterness from those seeds has been eliminated by all those spices, the freshness of all those vegetables. It's got a little bit of heat to it, too.
Yep. The habanero peppers give it the heat.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And to have the fufu, so spongy and elastic.
Right.
Great little utensil for scooping this up. That's terrific.
I see you can't stop eating.
No, once you get started, I'm gonna get a little bit of the goat in this bite, too.
Right.
That goat, so good, but you prefer it just straight vegetarian.
Yes, I do. I feel like I've had a lot of meat in my life. And I eat meat with other stuff like pepper soup. I prefer meat in the pepper soup. But with the egusi, I like the loaded veggies without the meat.
Now, it's nice to have a nice veggie-heavy dish, but I still know I'm only getting like half the experience, though. I'm guessing I gotta come back here when there's some music going and this place is really bopping.
You should, because like I said, our slogan is you forgetting your 9 to 5. I'll be looking forward to seeing you on a Friday evening. Join us for the party, live music. Take some shot of Apio to start the party, and let the egusi keep it going.
I'll be back. Thanks,
Thank
Chef.
you. You're welcome.
Appreciate it. After Apio, I'm heading to Prince George's County. Right in the heart of Hyattsville's Gateway Arts District is Chez Dior, a go-to spot for authentic Senegalese fare.
I came from Senegal, in Dakar, the capital. When we first time came here, the only Senegalese restaurant was in Baltimore. So when you order food, it may take all day long before they deliver. So that's very much where opening a restaurant, came from.
Senegalese cuisine is very rich cuisine. We have a best cuisine in all African countries. It's not because I'm from Senegal, but African people already know that Because sometimes when I tell somebody I'm from Senegal, first thing they're gonna tell me, oh my God, can I have some of your food? And I know Mamadou is a good manager and I'm a good cooker. When we open Shejo restaurant, it's gonna be boom.
I'm heading to Chedior to meet Mamadou and Beneda and try their Yassa chicken, a quintessential Senegalese dish. Mamadou.
Hey,
Hey.
how are you? Good to see you.
Good to see you as well.
Good.
And I'm excited about coming here because I want to learn more about Senegalese cuisine, and I know there really aren't all that many Senegalese restaurants in the area.
That's right. 8 years ago, we were the only one, but right now there's a couple. Try to bring more Senegalese cuisine in the DMV.
Well, I'm excited to learn more about what that cuisine is all about.
Why don't you head to the kitchen? My partner Binet is there to prepare a signature dish.
Well, I like the sound of that. I will catch you back at the table.
Definitely.
Thanks, Mamadou.
Sure, okay.
Beneda,
Yes.
nice to meet you.
Nice meeting you too. How are you?
I'm good, I'm good. I see some drumsticks. I see a lot of onions. I can imagine there are a lot of tears when that's getting cut.
Yes.
And some beautiful peppers and spices. What's this gonna make today?
Today I'm gonna make Yassa chicken, but it's a very popular dish because now everybody cooking it because it's so delicious.
The word got out.
Yeah, they got it from us, but it's okay. We're happy for that.
And so what makes the dish Yassa? What is Yassa?
Oh, Yassa, when you wanna cook a Yassa, you're gonna need a lot of chicken. You're gonna need the onion, and you're gonna need the spicy. You're gonna need a black pepper, mustard.
So you're gonna start by spicing this chicken here?
Yes, I'm gonna start with the salt. Now I'm gonna use my hot sauce powder, my secret seasoning.
Your secret seasoning, okay.
Yes. It is garlic powder, the black pepper. My blendage is like a green pepper and yellow pepper and jalapeno. White vinegar.
This platter is so pretty right now. It's almost gonna be a shame to mix it.
It's ready and we did not mix it yet. My mustard, you're gonna just put a little bit because if you put a lot when you grill it, it can burn your chicken.
Okay.
Yes. And the next is my lemon.
Next time I'm cooking chicken at home, I'm not gonna skimp on the seasoning because I can tell this is gonna add so much flavor to this
Yeah,
dish
try
already.
it next time when you do your chicken. Yeah, you're gonna like
You're giving me the courage to
Yes.
go over the top. And so now you're gonna mix these together?
Yeah, I'm gonna mix it together now. You see how the color start changing?
Oh yeah.
Yes. When you mix it, don't put a lot of the powder pepper because number one, it can make your chicken too red and it's not supposed to be too red. Number two, it can be very spicy and it's not everybody likes spicy.
Okay, well I don't mind. Do you personally like it spicy?
Oh, I do. Yeah, if I come to your house, you give me food with no spice, I'm not gonna eat it.
You might be disappointed if you came over to my house.
Oh, try to give me hot pepper because I like it.
All right. So this is all mixed, super well seasoned. What's the next step for this process?
Okay, then I'm gonna go start grill my chicken. And when I'm grilling, I'm gonna have a very nice smoking from the grill. That's why I don't put it on the oven because if you put it on the oven, you're not gonna have that smoke. And the smoke is very important for Yassa. So now I'm gonna go start seasoning my onion just a little bit. When I finish to grill the chicken, and I'm gonna come do my onion. I'm gonna join the chicken with the onion and leave it there for 15 to 20 minutes. At least, that juice from the onion can go inside the chicken. And we're done.
Guys, this looks so good. Beneda, that huge tray of onions I can see has cooked down to create this beautiful sort of sauce for the chicken. I see also this white rice, but I'm really curious about this beautiful rice right in front of me.
Yeah, that beautiful rice is called jollof rice, which a lot of African countries claim to get the best one. But jollof is a region in Senegal.
So Senegal is the original jollof rice.
Absolutely.
And the best?
The best.
Yes, jollof rice, Senegal is the best. Did you see the way I decorate it? I decorated in Senegal flag. I have green, yellow, and red is the Senegal flag.
The colors of Senegal. It's beautiful, but you know, I'm hungry, so why don't we dig into this yassa right here?
Let me serve you.
Oh, thank you so much.
Perfect.
Can't wait to try one of these drumsticks.
I must set myself, man.
Ladies first.
All right.
Perfect.
Oh, wow.
Let me give you more sauce, Mike.
More.
Oh, the sauce is the best
The
part,
sauce
right?
is the best part, yeah?
I can tell this this chicken's just falling off the bone, which is always good.
Like it?
Do I like it? That is delicious.
Perfect.
The pungency, too, of that mustard, clearly all the seasonings that you put on, that is delicious, delicious meat.
Perfect,
I need
perfect.
to take another bite of it, and this time I'm going to taste it with
Okay.
a little bit of the jollof rice as well.
Work well together.
They do work really well together. I can see why.
Yep.
Perfect.
And like you said, I mean, it's actually not really that spicy of a dish. I imagine there are people who like it a little spicier than this.
Yes, some people don't want spicy. That's why we always have a spicy on the side.
Oh,
Like
little.
if you want extra spicy, you can use that, but be careful with that. It's
Be
very
careful.
hot.
Well, I'll probably end up getting a little more than I bargained for here. But is this habanero peppers?
That's the habanero
Yeah.
pepper, yeah? The red habanero
A little
pepper.
bit.
This is too much.
Very hot. It's very hot.
Oh, you weren't joking.
I know.
That. Woo.
Yeah.
I've had some habanero before, but that is.
You want to drink
That's
something a
what-
little
I
bit?
think
Yes.
a little drink might help. I can see why you don't want to leave that on the side for the
Yes.
people who
uh-huh.
want it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's very hot.
It is hot. It is hot, yeah?
Oh, but that's refreshing.
helps, right?
That helps. That
Yeah.
helps big time. Well, thank you guys so much for introducing me to this cuisine. I'm glad I don't have to drive all the way to Baltimore to try real Senegalese food.
Oh, thank you so much for coming. We were very happy today to have you here.
I'll be back.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We hope to see you next time.
For my last stop, I'm off to Tacoma Park. Tucked away on a quiet, mostly residential street is the Gambian restaurant Mansakunda.
Well, I was born in the Gambia, and I came to the U.S. When I was 18 years old in search of education and also greener pastures. Back home, there's a saying that my umbilical cord was buried in the Gambia. So regardless of me being an American citizen now, part of me still is in the Gambia. So prior to Mansakunda, I spent 22 years as the operations manager at a Spring Mill Bread Company. I start realizing that there's a vacuum for an African restaurant in the area. I wanted to create an environment where if you come inside the restaurant, for a moment or two, only 2 hours where you're here, you feel like you're outside of America. You'll be so mesmerized that your worries are left outside. For a moment, we'll drive you through the landscape of the Gambia, and you'll see exactly how the other half lives.
Hatib,
Seth,
nice to meet you.
nice to meet you. Welcome to Mansakunda.
Thanks for having me. It's a beautiful, beautiful spot.
Thank you very much. I like hearing that.
But I gotta ask, Mansakunda, I don't even know what that means.
Mansakunda in Mandingo means the kingdom. Mansa means king, and Kunda is domain.
Now, I gotta say, I don't know too much about the Gambia, but I'm certainly excited to try the food.
You're not alone. Gambia is a very tiny country, the size of Delaware, with an opening in the Atlantic Ocean. So we do have a lot of seafood. And the dish that I would like for you to try is a seafood-based dish, of course, and it's called the ebe. Why don't you come, let me show you how it's made.
Let's do it. Oh, wow. So what is this, Hatib?
So this is the yuca, actually. It's a very common root in the Gambia. It's the key ingredient that we use to thicken the broth of the ebe.
So you're not using roux, you're not using okra. You're literally just gonna blend this with water, and that's gonna create the nice thick base.
Well, you'll be surprised at the things that come out of Africa. In fact,
boiling it to where it gets really thick. You can also use it to start your shot. Oh, I'm very serious.
Well, we'll stick with the food today.
Yeah.
You're gonna blend this up, but how are we gonna actually flavor this dish?
So we use actually these ingredients, which is the salt, that's powdered smoked catfish, this is lemon juice, this is pureed habanero peppers, and this is actually spice that I mix by myself, and this is pureed tamarind.
Tamarind.
It gives it also the tangy flavor that you need. And then we have obviously fresh crabs,
Love crabs.
and then the shrimp also,
And this is
and this is crab meat.
oh, so we got crab 2 ways.
Now, but before we get into that, make sure that our butt is thickened and ready to go. So what we do is we just fish out the yuca and start cutting it,
Just breaking it apart.
breaking it apart. Yeah. So not all the way because you want to see some in the dish when you're done.
But you don't want it to have that totally consistent texture. You want like little chunks.
Exactly. And the more we break the yuca, the more you see that the water itself begins to really thicken. Right now, we're at the process where we can start flavoring the dish. I would start with the tamarind. Then we'll take some of the spices that I mixed it together. Then we do the smoked fish.
And in Gambia, instead of the powder, they would actually be using actual smoked
Exactly,
catfish.
actual smoked catfish. Yes. Then we do the lemon juice. Okay, so this is the heat
Oh, nice.
that goes into it. I would just add a little bit to it, and that should be enough for now.
A little goes a long way.
Yeah. Here's one of the secret ingredients I've been hiding from you.
Oh, the secret
Yes,
ingredient.
it's the palm oil. It gives it the flavor and the color. It doesn't require a lot, you know, and that's basically all we need.
This kind of bright orange, sort of kind of electric color. This is not something that you see in a lot of dishes. This is
No. Palm oil is actually very unique. We use it with actually a lot of dishes back home. It's like I said, Gambia, we have an abundance of seafood. And this is the time when I start to add the crab, the shrimp, and everything that goes into it, I make it a complete dish.
Well, I can't wait. I'm gonna head back to the table and let you work your magic.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, Chef.
The ebe is just a unique dish that you do not find somewhere else unless you cook it at home or come to Mansa Kunda restaurant in this area to eat it. So I'm very proud of it. In this restaurant, for plating, we do tend to add some of the seafood later. The dish is not centered, around the crab. It's centered around the broth, the thick broth that is created by the yuca. So the crab is there to enhance the dish, but the richness of that broth is something that is just to die for. Okay, so Seth, traditionally we eat with our hands. So I'm gonna put you through the process of hand washing, and then once we're done, and then we can go ahead. So you dig in first, put your hands in, and make sure you use some of that lemon.
Lemon fresh and ready to go. So the whole soup I'm eating with my hands, or can I at least use the spoon for the
You
broth?
will use your spoon also.
Okay.
I'm very happy you did the broth with your.
Oh, that is a thing of beauty. Wow. And I'm a Maryland kid, so anytime I see crab on the top of a dish, I'm happy.
I'm glad. So dig in, let me see. What do you think?
Oh, it's wonderful. It's got the heat, but it's got the lemon juice. It's a really bright, sort of fresh broth. And even a little bit of that smokiness that I think comes from the catfish. That's excellent.
Let's try to see you dig in with the
hands.
The hands, yeah.
All right.
So I mean, shrimp's a shrimp. Now, I'm sure you've actually put shrimp before. It's just that this time, you dunk it in. Voila.
The shrimp and the broth together.
There you go.
Great combination. I'm just gonna leave my hands messy, just the way they are.
Exactly, yeah. So basically, the crabs you take in, obviously, just like you would, break it, yeah. And just, you got it, just.
Oh, I'd lose my Maryland card if I couldn't break open a crab.
There you go. There you go. And you just.
The teeth are doing the work there.
But should do the work.
Yeah.
And and feel free at any point to just dunk in, and just
Any way you can get that broth
Any way you
in,
can
it
get that
works.
broth
Yeah.
in. And just keep peeling away. Well, you know how to eat crab anyway.
Yeah, I mean, it usually has a little Old Bay on it.
So how is it?
Just delicious. It looks like a gumbo, but it has this flavor.
Different flavor,
Totally different than anything I've
and
had
you can
before.
see where the palm oil comes in. It's not just about the color, but it does help also to blend the citrusness so you don't actually feel, that you have thinking something that's too tangy.
So Hatib, is this how the ebe dish would be prepared if, say, we were back in Gambia?
No, obviously. I mean, it's a street food. Now, we are in a fine dining restaurant, so obviously the presentation is different. And
You gotta kind of gussy it up a little bit.
I mean, this is my restaurant, and I can make up my own recipes. Now, this is obviously Africa, New Africa, together. And the core of the place and the cuisine that we're trying to introduce, I hope will carry that message.
Well, I certainly feel that way, Chef, and I appreciate you letting me get my hands messy and trying this incredible ebe dish, and I can't wait to come back and try some more.
Well, thank you so very much. I appreciate you coming in.
To find out more about great food in the Washington metro area, visit weta.org/signature dish.